Welcome, everybody, to our third Ner-D-Bate. In today's episode, we will be going with Master Chief versus Captain America. As always, I'm your bearded host, Matt. I'll be joined today by AJ. He's going to be the other judge. Finally, he won't get a loss.
He's on the bench today.
You shut up! I didn't get all the losses.
Don't
I got
your
tie.
chickens. He could still lose.
AJ can't even sit down on the bench. His ass is
First
just
time
so
was
blasted.
a tie. Let's demand a fucking rematch.
I mean, it was a tie, but we all know who actually won.
I did.
Yeah, and then the second one was just a pure slaughter. I'm like, Jesus Christ, though.
All right, and then we got Eric. He's going to be taking the position of Master Chief. Oh yeah, he likes that.
Hello.
And Ryan is going to take Captain America's sweet American ass.
That's just
Wait,
weird.
I have something for
Sacrifice
you. Okay, there we go.
Are you implying that like Master Chief doesn't defend America? Like,
No, he defends the entire Earth.
no, I'm talking to him. He's playing the national anthem.
Oh no, I'm just stating that Captain America stands for something Master Chief never will.
What's that?
Ooh.
Freedom,
All right.
America.
Captain America can't stand anymore. He's like 85.
Yeah, don't worry. John can't stand anymore either. After his last game was shit. Oof.
All right.
This
Let's
is went
reel it
from a
in,
debate
boys.
to a freaking war.
Kiss him on the lips.
So I found this actually through a Reddit on Who Will Win. If you want to add that in the description, I have some cool different things, and one of the questions is actually from them. That's the last question. So, first question on the docket is going to be, what training / enhancements has your character gone through? Now, we are going to start with, let's say, we're going to start with that cute little boy over there, Ryan. We're going to start with you today.
Thanks.
So, your 3 minutes starts now.
Alright, well, my boy Captain America, aka Steve Rogers, aka the unit in America, baby. My man, Steve Rogers, has gone through a program for a super soldier serum, making him into one of the most badass hand-to-hand technicians in the world. He has gone through a tiny little needle process to make him a super soldier. He, now after taking the super soldier serum, has enhanced reflexes, enhanced mental state, enhanced physicality, and he also has enhanced stamina. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have to read all this shit I have written down. Okay, here we go, boys. Adept in all fighting styles, he's a master technician, multilingual, pro with all weapons. He only uses his shield. He's an expert acrobat capable of chi manipulation, which I did not know. That's bothersome. He can resist all forms of mind control. He's able to, fun fact, dodge gunfire at point blank range. Now, I know what you're thinking, well, what gives him that advantage? They described it as him, quote unquote, seeing faster. That pretty much means everything for him, because of his senses, how heightened they are because of his super soldier enhancements, means everything for him is kind of slowed down. So picture like an X-Men when Silver Streak is running and everything's just kind of slow for him. That's what my boy's going through constantly. Steve Rogers' bones and muscles are they're more dense, they're more harder than the average person's. He's able to take hits from blocks of concrete, axe handles, stuff like that, without much movement in him. So he can pretty much take a hit by a 500-pound concrete block, not move, and be fine and keep on trucking. Holy shit. My man can also block multiple shooters, dodge gunfire with his shield, block things. With that shield, he can redirect, redeflect. He has a healing factor from the enhancements as well. What would take us humans from without any enhancements months, it takes him merely a couple of days, if not a week, depending on the scar / injury. He is immune to all forms of drugs. He cannot be affected by any form of drug whatsoever. He can also, AJ, Matt, and Eric, because I'm going to say this, and having limited time I have left, and save that part for the last part, drugs do not affect him, meaning he cannot get drunk. He can drink as much as he wants and cannot get wasted. That's all I have written down on. There you go, Eric. Kiss
Sounds
me.
boring.
Yeah, you're pretty boring as well. So Halo Master Chief matches.
At least I can get drunk.
All right, Eric. Same question. The question is what training/enhancements has your character gone through? Starting now.
Okay, so imagine that you don't have 50,000 different universes to still be that boring. So this character that you just described, every single thing you described is also what my character can do. Master Chief, let me tell you, he got picked up as a boy. Stolen even as a boy. Then he got genetically modified and surgeries and all these other things to make him the soldier that he is today. And basically everything you said, it applies to Master Chief also. I don't think you can even pick one of those things that Master Chief doesn't get applied to. But he's also able to travel in space, any vehicle. He has obviously mastered weapons, explosives, being a really cool guy. That's top priority. And he's got his armor that he's proficient in. What else? He's the leader of a fire team, so that's pretty cool. I just can't even think of any world where Steve Rogers isn't just a big loser compared to Master Chief. And, he also could probably get drunk. Doesn't need to drink, though, because he's really fun at parties. And he also doesn't have a libido, so no distractions here, boys. When he looked at his own ass, like, Master Chief wouldn't do that. He's not about that. And like I said, he has one solid universe that he has to protect, and he doesn't have to worry about, being a loser in 4,009 billion bajillion other universes except for one. So, I mean, that's pretty good.
So what I got from that is that he doesn't have a libido and he likes to get drunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine not being distracted by other genders or his own gender. Happy Pride Month. I mean, that's all I really have to say. I mean, he had all these fancy Wikipedia terms that he pulled up, 10 minutes before the fight. Or the debate, rather. It's obviously
Actually,
a fight.
I didn't. I do it at work when I have downtime. And
that's crazy that you have downtime at work. Some of us are out here
That's
working hard,
crazy.
just like Master Chief. Do you think he gets a day off? No. You think when Captain America's sitting in the chair in the Avengers Tower, whatever it's called, he's just chilling. You think Master Chief does that? No, doesn't.
It's
do
weird to me how the guy defending Master Chief also doesn't have a job or a stable.
I
one
just
at
had
that,
work
so
today.
Go ahead, continue, bud. Yeah, where you work? Delhi, loser?
Yeah, where do you work?
Let's keep it
alright,
between the characters, no personal attacks.
This isn't a personal attack because I'm about to kiss this man. Happy Pride.
Could you imagine attacking my character instead of the actual character I'm defending because he's losing so bad?
I'm really not.
In 2019,
This is
All right.
during Pride Month,
I mean, yeah, that is pretty sad.
big attack.
Happy Pride Month.
Okay. So we're gonna go with the second question. What are some feats of your character has pulled off in the comics, books, games, etc.? You can give about 2 or 3 answers depending on how squirrely you feel. We'll start with Eric this time, and your time starts now.
Okay, so in Halo, there's this thing called a Halo. Go figure. It completely eradicates everything within a very long radius, because I don't have the Wikipedia open right now. I'm going to just say very long radius. And murders everything, but it's just all dead. Now imagine there being 8 of those. I think there's 8. Now imagine blowing one of those 8 up, because you're just such a badass that you looked at it funny. Now imagine blowing another one up. That's what Master Chief did. Now, Captain America he could throw a shield and, pretend like he's doing work and then going up to this big bad guy and then getting punched once and then he's out of the fight because you got to make screen time for the other 50,000 characters that Marvel has. No, Master Chief, he's there all the time, man. He knows what he's doing. He's blowing stuff up. He's doing it and why is he doing it? Just because someone told him to. I think that, that's a big feat. He's just doing it because he just wants to. What else did he do? He blew up one of the biggest Covenant ships. He helped stage a coup in the Covenant to destroy the prophets that were leading it, which caused a very large section of the elites to turn on themselves and fight the Covenant. What else did he do? You know, it's just so much stuff I have to go through. He fought a Forerunner, pretty much a god, and won. So, I mean, I don't really even know what else to say. I mean, it's pretty much just right out there. So please, you know, I don't even need the extra time. Just give it to Ryan. He might need it.
I don't think that Ryan shares your sentiment on that.
All right, that's where you want to stop it. We'll stop it there. I have some notes for you later. All right, Ryan, your time starts now.
All right, so I got 3 minutes, right? That's my time.
Yeah, 3 minutes for feats.
So that means I got a minute for the feats, and I got 2 minutes just to rip straight on Eric and Master Chief. Yo, I could take this. At least my character can talk. Doesn't make love to a PC. AKA Cortana. Let's see.
He does
what
have
else?
a libido. I just want to.
That's why he makes love to a fucking robot. Anyway,
I don't know what you look up. That's fine.
my feats, my boy Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, aka the tightest ass of America, the ass of America. Thank you. His feats stand among Norse gods. He picked up Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, and only the worthy are allowed to pick up Mjolnir. He's picked up Mjolnir, he's wielded it in battle before, and he's slain quite a bit of enemies. He has also helped the Avengers. He has led the Avengers and about 20 other groups along the way. He has also been a part of World War II, took down Hydra single-handedly, and he has also at one point fended off, oh my god, 7, I think it was, I can't even read my own writing, 7 Hydra agents, but they had like super soldier serum. If anyone's seen like the Civil War movie, they know what I'm talking about. It's weird, man. He's also fought Hulk hand to hand, and he won with his knowledge of pressure points. And that's about it. That's all I got.
You were literally a minute and a half.
Yeah, I don't last long. I don't satisfy. No, I'm sorry. Disappointment.
AJ, you have any other things you want to say? I mean, this is actually going a lot quicker than I was expecting.
Yep, heard that before too.
I mean, unfortunately, I go pretty quickly too, so I really don't have anything of substance.
Alrighty. So, now this is the question I was talking about that I found from the Reddit for who will win or who would win. This is going to be a fight. I want you guys give me reasons why your character is going to win or what he can do in this fight. 30 seconds, 3 minutes, I'm sorry. John, who is the Master Chief, has a Mjolnir Mark V armor, and Cap has his shield. And the battle will be in a forest. 2 minutes. You each give me a reason why you think your character will win, and we'll just go from there.
Okay.
And then we'll deliberate. So, Ryan, give me a reason why Cap with his shield will beat John with the Mjolnir Mark V. Ready, go.
Wait, I'm going first?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, I had to keep up. The Mjolnir Mark V is his armor?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know a lot about Chief, that's why. I'm here to learn, boys. Why he beats him with just his... And where's the location?
Forest.
A forest.
Do you listen or?
Forest? Yes, I do. I'm trying to make sure...
I can't tell.
Okay, I'm done with you. Anyway, like I was saying, Captain America pretty much wins that because Captain America doesn't need a suit or anything. John needs that suit to enhance a lot of his abilities. And with the shield and everything, Captain America has pretty good accuracy with his shield. Because of the way that the soldier serum hits him, it enhances his mind, so he has a greater understanding of physics and the way everything works. So he just keeps ricocheting the shield off trees and everything, hitting John, not to mention his knowledge of fighting. He knows every fighting type known to man and knowledge of pressure points. And even John might have the armor, but I don't think he's going to be able to stand up to Cap, considering Cap can bench press, not even bench press, he can just free lift a 500-pound weight with one hand, and I think the max weight he can do with both hands is like 1,000. That's what I'm going with here, is that my man Captain America pretty much wins that fight because The shield can ricochet off of trees and everything. The knowledge of physics at hand that Captain America would have, it's just to get the shield back, use it against John to absorb the blows from his hits. Not to mention the fighting styles he knows. He'd be able to beat John with no problem, even with the armor. I mean, guns and everything else might be a different story, but I'm fully with my man Cap taking that hand-to-hand with the shield in the forest. That's him. That's my man Cap. He's taking that.
Okay, so that's you're done.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Eric. Same question to you. John has the Mjolnir Mark V, and Cap just has his little shield. Ready? Go.
I think he sounded his little shield. I think you're correct. He's got that little tiny shield that can't do anything. All right, first of all, you spreading lies. You have fake news right here. That he needs his armor to have his advancements. I think that's actually not true. First of all, to wear the armor, you have to be a superhuman in the first place, because the armor weighs like 500 something pounds. Now imagine sprinting with 500 pounds on you. Sure, you could hold it in one hand, yeah, but that's impressive. Whatever. What?
It weighs a ton.
Oh, a ton. Thank you. So it weighs a ton. Oh, I could lift 1,000 pounds with 2 hands. Whoa, cool kid. Oh, wow, who cares? Oh, you could throw the shield. Oh, I got HUD. I got this HUD that tells me about what's happening all around me. I'm going to know exactly where the shield's coming from. Also, he has the advancements of his brain to have those very, very fast reaction times that you keep bragging about that Steve Rogers has. Like, like Master Chief doesn't have it or anything. So... Also, he's got he has the Covenant technology to have the shield overlaying his armor, so even if he does get hit, which he probably won't, he could take the blow and then just keep running with it. And then if he does happen to catch the shield, I honestly think he would beat the living hell out of Captain America to the point where he's going to forget what country he fights for. And that's it.
I like it. I really like it. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. I like it. All right. So.
Oh god. I'm sorry. I had to mute myself the whole entire time. I was like, if he catches his shield, he'll beat him so hard. He'll forget what country he's fighting for.
All right.
Oh, I'm dead.
So we're gonna talk about the training and enhancements on your character. AJ, who would you give it to? And if you want, you can add some things to it if they forgot some stuff.
Okay. So to go back on what they were talking about. So Ryan ran the gamut of what Cap is, right? So I think he had a good floor about talking about, he's a master in hand-to-hand combat. He's the best in the world. Enhanced reflexes, mental stability, physical technician, expert acrobat, chi manipulation, dodge. He can dodge, gunfire at point-blank range, which that's fucking impressive. Really acrobatic. Apparently he was saying that things really slow down, like kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog. That was kind of like what I was thinking about, like in the movie, even though it looks terrible. Bones and muscles are dense, all those things that he was actually bringing up. So I don't know. So when Eric was saying, of course, he basically Master Chief has all of those things, plus he also can he doesn't have to be in 50 different universes, right? Like Captain America does. Like what's that?
And be a bitch.
And be a bitch. So he was. Eric was saying that he's had the surgery since he was a kid. Traveled in space. It's kind of a tough one because they are so similar, but I think realistically, I'm gonna go with Ryan for the point on this one, only because he kind of did go into a little more better detail. Eric, I'm sorry. About exactly why, and instead of just saying like he has a whole, he has the same things. I think you could have gone into a little better detail, even though they do have a lot of the same things. But I think Master Chief is a little more different, where I think you could have definitely highlighted a lot of things. So my point goes to Ryan.
Okay. I will say I think you're right. Ryan, he did give a lot of information. Eric, you did have other things. If you would have went in and said that at a very young age, John, which is the Master Chief's name, because at the age of 10, after he's already been training with them, so he got abducted at the age of 6, and he already in this program for what I think it was about 4 years. So when he was about 10, 4 years before his enhancement, so 4 years before he gets his all these so-called enhancements, he was able to defeat 4 UNSC spec ops guys, grown men that have been doing this for years. He was able to defeat them in hand-to-hand combat when they were using non-lethal weapons, and he was able to just destroy them, and he had no weapons. If you would have brought that up, I would have absolutely given you the point. And also the fact of the matter, the Master Chief, he needs all of these things to operate the Mjolnir, which is, you did say later on. And also other things, like, I feel like you should have also talked about that he's almost 7 feet tall. I mean, he towers over Cap. Like, these are things that I wish you would have said that would have totally put the argument towards you. But I have to give the point to Ryan, because he went really in depth with everything that he said. You were just like, same stuff. That's my thing about it. So, all right. So what are some of the feats your character has pulled off in the comics, books / games? And AJ, who do you think you gave it to in this part?
Okay, so when they were going over the feats, right? So Eric brought up some really good ones where he talked about how the Halos, obviously the namesake of the game series, it eradicates everything in a very large radius, right? There's about 8 of those. I don't know exactly how many there are, but there are a lot. He happens to blow one of them up, right? Goes up against other characters, because he's told to do so, right? Right. So he blows up the Covenant ship. I'm thinking that he meant for the second game, right? Is that what you're talking about in the second game, where he goes up the
where he steals one of their own bombs and blows the ship up?
Okay.
Yeah, in the beginning of the first game, the second
right.
game.
Okay, so that's what I thought you were going for. So mentioned that he killed the prophets, had the elites turn on their own, basically their own people, the Covenant, for the Forerunners, which is pretty much a god in one. So those are all really good points. With me, Ryan then brought up. He made fun of Cortana, so I thought that was funny. But he picked up Mjolnir. So as we all know, only the worthy can pick up Mjolnir. He led the Avengers and 20 other groups, right? So he wasn't just the leader of just one team. He was a leader of multiple teams. It took down Hydra, fought in World War II, fended off 7 Hydra agents with who had super soldier serum in them, fought off the Hulk because of hand-to-hand combat, and won because of pressure points. I think, sorry dude, I love you. I got to give the point to Ryan again on this one, only because he did go into a little better details of exactly, what he had done, right? So I think it's just kind of the way, to me anyways, the way that you're describing Master Chief, even though you had his, you're trying to prop him up and everything. Master Chief is a little bit more than just a guy who's just following orders, right? So eventually he becomes the guy to look up to. I think he definitely could have highlighted a few more points, especially for his fire team, how he led them back in the past, how he actually, while he was growing up, he actually became the reason why he is the way he is because he basically was the one that defied everything. You could have went back into his childhood. I don't know if you kind of went that far back, but I think it's because there's so much that you could have explained. It didn't really sway me to Master Chief, and I love Master Chief, so I'm gonna have to give that point to Ryan again. Sorry, dude.
Oh, bad blood, bro.
All right, so for me, yeah, I mean, Cap, yeah, he's led all these teams, he's done all these things, but he's also fought other heroes because they didn't stand for him. Civil War, different things. He has his own values and people. And Ryan, he's also explained a lot of other things. Yes, he's led all of these different peoples. I mean, he's pretty much the poster boy for Marvel, like Superman is for DC. It's the same person. It really is. For me, though, I kind of want to give the point to Eric because he, in those instances, yeah, he was, okay, great and all. I mean, the best part of Master Chief is, yeah, he's overpowered, but he also shows weakness in certain points, which it gives him his humanity. Cap is, yeah, he was originally that, but Eric, I like the different feats. He's pretty much defeated a god, and he's just a normal man with a fucking rifle on his back. Like, seriously. He's pretty much blew up an entire armada with one of their own bombs because he needed to get back to where he was. And I think it actually was the third game, if I was mistaken, when he does that.
But when he comes in hard.
Yeah, when he comes, the hard landing.
Mm-hmm.
He lands right on the ground.
Yeah. And that could have been another feat that you could have.
Yeah, I was gonna bring it up. I completely forgot to do that.
Because he fell from fucking orbit, landed, and all he needed was a suit reboot. And
he had terminal velocity.
Well, let's be honest. It was the suit. It wasn't him. So
understandable, but
he had luck. Don't you remember?
The Master Chief, as much as the suit is is an unknown oddity, I think it's a part of him. That's what makes him.
And don't forget,
the shield makes Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
The vibranium shield, it makes Captain America. So for me, I'm giving you the point, Eric. Sorry, Ryan.
Let's go.
I like the different callbacks to the different things. I mean, he has defeated a god, and he's pretty much just a run-of-the-mill soldier.
That's fine.
Oh, no,
like,
what's your baby gonna cry?
I would add more optimism. I really am tired.
He's like falling asleep.
I think he just doesn't care because he knows I won the next round. So.
Ooh.
I would defend.
All right.
I don't. Good. Continue.
So.
Was that English?
Nope.
John has the Mjolnir. So John 117 has the Mjolnir Mark V armor, and Cap has his shield. AJ, who do you think won this round?
So this is actually where I think it got a little more interesting with the going back and forth. So Ryan brings up a lot, some good points. So says Cap doesn't really, he doesn't need a suit, right? So he's actually, all of his traits are with him at all times, right? Doesn't need anything to enhance his abilities, right? So he has shield, which makes, he has really good accuracy, enhances, everything has his mind's enhanced, physics. He went over about how he's, a master of physics. That's why that's why you see the shield go all over the place all the time, right? So he knows where it's going to go. He knows how to catch it, which is good. He brought up the point about, being able to free lift 500 pounds, with one hand, the multiple fighting styles that he has. But Eric brought up that Master Chief can sprint while he's in armor that weighs 1 ton. He also has a HUD that he's going to know exactly where the shield's going to be anyways, which kind of renders Captain America's, master of physics kind of like, moot, right? Because he's going to know where it is anyway, so you can't surprise the Chief. He has these same enhancements in his brain, which are going to make him just as smart and tactile with, combat styles and everything. He also has, the same kind of combat prowess, right? He also brought up a good point with the, Covenant tech. So on his side, he would be covered, basically carrying, some Covey tech with him. So it could be a shield, could be one of the guns or whatever else. So on this one, actually, I give the point to Eric. I think that he brought up a lot better points about how Master Chief can actually counter Cap in almost every way.
Nice. Okay, cool. And I'm going to... I think both brought up good points. I think the biggest point that no one's actually seeing here is the Cap is going to be naked and he just has a shield.
No, why is he naked? I thought he was
I think I made a good point of that in the last part where he beats the shit out.
No, yeah, I'm just kidding. He's probably wearing civvies or something like that. But the fact of the matter is, yes, Cap has his points, as he has the vibranium shield. He has everything. But Eric brought up the point. I mean, the fact of the matter that if the Chief catches it, Cap's a sitting duck. Cap is going to try and punch the Mjolnir, and he's going to break his fucking hand. I mean, there's no way that he can make a dent into that. If John can take a fucking cannon shot from a tank in that armor and it won't pierce the armor, I don't think Cap's gonna even put a scratch on that armor. So I'm giving the point to Eric. Good points.
Let's go.
Also I also don't think Cap is going to be able to get through that first Covey shield, and I just can't see it happening. It's just one of those things. I can't see it happening. But so that kind of concludes. We are 3 for 3. 3 Ryan, 3 Eric. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a tie.
I think it's kind of.
I need to make an addendum here. The Covenant got it from the Forerunners, so it's technically Forerunner technology. I don't want to be that guy.
Okay.
Thank you for.
I'm sorry, guys. I lied to you.
And I'm happy to also say that I'm surprised that you actually didn't say anything about Cortana.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to. I know Cortana's there, but that's again more of the suit thing. It's like
it's a suit thing, but she also can predict things, and it would have helped him. But I mean, you didn't need that in the fight.
Yeah.
Like Cortana being in his helmet wasn't going to be there.
I mean, he already has the built-in HUD and whatnot. So
Exactly. So.
All right, so it's a tie.
I think it was a tie. It was a good fight. I enjoyed it. But so as always, you gotta let us know in the comments who you think will win, because it doesn't matter what we think. We want to know what you guys think. So leave a like and subscribe and a comment down below. Let us know. As always, I'm Matt.
I'm AJ.
I'm Eric.
Got him again.
And that's Ryan. And we will catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.
Bye.